this is devastating news to everyone. I mean, at this stage, it was hard to expect they'd be coming back alive, but it really still comes as a blow to everyone. And I think it's important to note that Dom really cared so much about the Amazon, and he was there researching his book, which was going to be called How to Save the Amazon. And it wasn't just sort of a doomsday chronicle. It was also, showing what people are doing for conservation that's working, trying to hear from the people who don't usually have a voice and present, solutions as well. And he was traveling with Bruno Pereira, who was helping the indigenous people of the Javari region, identify the location of people who are invading their territory. It's the second biggest indigenous territory in Brazil, and it's often targeted by illegal fishing and poaching. Pereira was teaching the indigenous people technology, how to shoot photographs with georeferencing and drone footage in order to hand that evidence over to the authorities so they could prosecute. This obviously earned him some enemies, and the main line of investigation right now for the police is that their killings was connected to this illegal fishing network that pays locals to enter the territory and fish for some of these really big river fish. And it is devastating to the families, obviously, but it's also a severe blow to the circle of correspondents in Brazil who knew him, myself included. He was a friend, and for all of us, he was just really beloved. He was always upbeat, encouraging, and on a personal note, it's a little surreal to be up here talking about this. But we swapped messages. Every week we're sharing notes on the latest in Brazilian politics, or on someone's story, or talking about a story I was working on, or whatever. And for me at least, he was something of a sounding board, and really I'm going to miss that. I think that it's so sad that he's gone now. We were talking about this stat that gets bandied about by the president of Brazil as well, Jair Bolsonaro, that somewhere between 80 and 85% of the Amazon is still standing. It's used as an argument to say that Brazil has really preserved its natural resources there. Dom was saying that stat is really a bit misleading, because it may look like virgin forest from up above, but when you get into it, it's really degraded. You don't find these big hardwood trees, very often. They've been logged. He talked about going to this same indigenous area, the Javari Valley, not so long ago, and he said that his group celebrated when they found a hardwood tree.